Today's the day. We're just waiting for the UPS man, and when he gets here, we'll have a brand new Mavic Air 2 to replace my Mavic Air that I used to have and that I sold. So this is Scott Law, the world's oldest vlogger. Roll that intro. Okay, it's finally here. Today's a special day. It's my anniversary. I've been married to my wife for 47 years. And I also got this new toy. I have had a Mavic Air for, what, I don't know, pretty close to a year now, I think. I believe I bought it about August of last year, something like that. And I decided I was going to sell it and get a Mavic Air 2, and here it is. I watched an unboxing the other day, so this isn't the only unboxing out there. I watched one and he said, oh, he was so excited to get it. Oh, he just had been waiting and waiting, and he hadn't even laid eyes on it yet. And then he opens up the box, which wasn't this box, it was an inside box. Opens it up, there wasn't a single sticker on it. Anyway, so I got it from Adorama. The reason I got it from Adorama, I usually get stuff through Amazon, but I like Adorama. I get quite a bit of stuff from them, but Amazon was out of stock. And then, in the process of going to Adorama, I found out that there were several bonus items that I get by getting it through there. So let's see what I've got here. Information. I got a bonus 64 gigabyte SanDisk Extreme Pro, or no, just Extreme U3, so good one. And cleaning kit. I need this like I need a hole in the head, but that's, you know, it never hurts to have a few extra things. And then the landing pad. And the key. Let's see what else. Something else in here too. Alright, we'll look at that a little bit later. Alright, so there it is. Get rid of this box over there. And make sure I open this up. I have a bad habit of opening things up backwards, upside down, ripping where I should be not ripping, things like that. So I'm going to be a little more careful on this one. Let's see how it goes. Break this seal. And I don't think this is going to be any big surprises for anybody. I'm sure you've probably seen them before. But trash can down there, and let's see, yes, there are two pieces of tape. That's circular stickums they like to put on those things. And this, by the way, is the Mavic Air 2 with the Fly More combo. So there we go. Oh, and it's already packed in the pack. Okay, cool. Now let's see if there's something in here. And you know what I bet is in here. It's probably the additional propellers, etc. So that is, yep, propellers. Manual. More propellers. There's another I don't know if it's a spacer or if there's something in there. So let's get this out. Yeah, it's just a spacer is all that was in there. Okay, so there's that. Get that out of the way. Open her up. See how we like this. Doesn't go around the corner very easily, but open her up and out comes the new Mavic. You can tell it's been in that hot UPS truck. I mean, it's actually warm. They've got these wrapped up with some rubber grommets to protect it. And there she is. She is a beauty. Now, if I remember correctly, you open up the fronts. Be careful, the spring grabs that, so you don't want to pop that spring too fast. Same thing on the backs. And there she is. And under here, so we've got lots of stickers on here. This one holds the gimbal cover. Peel that off. Peel that down and lift it off. Nice. Oh, look, there's two more on here. Put all these stickers on there. One on the bottom. I don't know what in the world that one's there for, but we'll take it off. And a secret one here that almost right here on the back of there's a little gimbal. I don't know what that one's for either. There's no venting or anything there, so that's curious. Then stickers to tell you which prop goes where, A and B, A and B. And of course the easiest way to tell that, okay, this is where over the battery. I'm sure it's going to say please charge. Let's see how many. Okay, so there's no battery showing on that. Squeeze in on those and slide it out. All right. There's some more stickers on here. I have no idea why. Maybe protect it from something. Huh. Interesting. Oh, and some more on the sides here. Man, this has got a lot of stickers. Lots of stickers. So, let's see. Good inspection to see if I've got all the stickers off of there. It looks like I do. So there's your bottom obstacle avoidance sensors. That tells you how far you are from the ground. There's an LED light there for landing in the when it's not quite as light. I don't know how bright it is. Be interesting to see if that helps you actually see it. Then when it's flying, then there's your forward obstacle avoidance and your rear obstacle avoidance. And if you know anything at all about the Mavic 2, you know that it does not have side obstacle avoidance. Obviously the other things in here are going to be okay, this is appears to be, I'm trying to get through this quick for you so it's not too boring. This is your dock for sticking your batteries on. What I like to do is I like to make a sticker and number my batteries so that I rotate them good and use them. So I'll be putting a sticker on there to rotate through those. This is the controller. You know, it's a comfortable little size. Okay. This comes up like this. Let's see. Grab my phone. See how that's going to work on there. Nice thing about this is that even if you have a case on it, on your phone, it's still going to fit in there good. So I also use a tablet, so I'll be testing that out to see how the tablet. And then joysticks go in here like that. That's one. So anyway, so there's the controller. Undoubtedly in here is going to be my other batteries and my battery charger. Padding. And the battery. Battery charger. Alright, so there is the whole set. Now let's see. There's supposed to be take a look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on here, and I'm sure we've got exactly the same thing here, probably. So 3 full sets. The original set, and 2 spares. So there it is in the unboxing. Not a whole lot to unboxing it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to charge up the batteries, and I don't know if there'll be time tonight, but if not tonight, then tomorrow morning, because it is 10 minutes to 5 in the afternoon. So we'll see. It's warm outside, no wind. I mean, there's just, I'm looking out through the window right now. Behind the camera is a window, and there is not a single stir on those leaves. So we'll be back. Well, I've had a little bit of time here. I put the batteries on the charger over there. Sorry, they're out of reach. I don't have a close plug-in, and the cord isn't really long on that. This battery is now charged. They take a while to charge, but this is their first charge, and I fully expect that the future charges won't take so long. As I was putting on the charger, I realized that there were some cords missing, and lo and behold, up here in the top of this case here are all the other cords you need, including the one. This one actually plugs into the same charger that charges your batteries, has a USB out, and that is for charging this unit here by putting the USB into that charger and the USB-C. My bad. To charge the remote control, you plug the charging cord into the USB-C port on the bottom of the controller, in between where the joysticks are stored, not in the top where I was pointing in the video. Now, push that button, and I don't know if you can see it on that camera or whatever, but all 4 lights go on and stay on, which tells you that it's up to 100% charge. I mentioned before that I like to label my batteries, so I have created some labels, and that way I rotate through them evenly. So I'm going to put this on the end here that doesn't have anything that it's going to damage. So I got a 1, 2, and 3. I rotate them through them that way, and I think they'll wear more evenly. What else did I find in here? I found the neutral density filters right here. Interesting, it has an ND16 and ND64. So a 16 is 4 stops, 64, I believe, is 6 stops, and a 256, which is 8 stops. Write me something in the comment if I'm wrong on those, but pretty sure that's what it is. So that's a lot. I mean, 8 stops, boy, I don't know. You'd have to be trying to take a video of a nuclear blast to need an 8 stop, it seems like to me. That may be a little bit of a exaggeration. But I have found that I use on my old Mavic Air, I used the 4 a lot, and I used an 8 a lot. This one doesn't have either of those, so I have gone on and ordered a new set for the that'll give me a 4, an 8, a 16, and now I've got the 64 and the 256, which I'll be surprised if that ever gets put on, other than for maybe a test. By the way, another nice little feature this has is this little adapter, and DJI is good about this. You put this on your charged battery. If your phone's going dead, you can charge up your phone using this battery, one of your DJI batteries, if you need to do that. Now, I'd prefer to use these for flying, but you know, sometimes you get into a jam, and that's a nice thing to have. But let's talk about the propellers. If you pull these plastic parts off of here, these little rubber grommets or whatever you want to call them, you pull those off, you will see that they're here on the motors. You have some with a white line and some without a white line, and I'll hold that up close to the GoPro in case you didn't see that on the other. And here on these antennas, I don't know why I say antennas, these propellers, you have some with a white ring around them and some without a white ring around them. So, can you accidentally put the wrong one on? Yes, you can. So you have to be very careful and make sure that the one with the white ring goes on the one with the white lines. And you simply hold the motor, push down, and twist. Now, it's my understanding that these new props are quite a bit more quiet than the ones on the Mavic Air, and also a lower pitch, so that they're not as irritating to some ears. The other ones were kind of irritating to my ears, so I'm glad to hear that. And then, so those two got white on white, white on white, because if you don't get them right, you'll figure it out in a big hurry. It's not going to do what you hoped it would do. And black on black and black on black. So there you go. And then install that in. Make certain that this clicks in like it should. And so the next thing to do is for me, I've already downloaded the DJI Go Fly app, and I'm going to do some testing on that, make sure that everything syncs up and links up and does all that good stuff, and then we'll maybe do some flying. You'll also notice that I put a little my FAA sticker on the top here, because you are required by law, unless they've changed it, and I don't think they have, are required by law to have your aviation, your FAA number, certificate number on the exterior of the aircraft at all times. So that's on there now. So next thing is we're going to take her out and fly her. All right, here we are, ready to take the drone out for a test. I'm pretty excited about it. In case you missed it, yesterday was the unboxing, and today is the flight test. But before we take it out of here, I want to do my pre-flight checklist and check out the area. So let's go do that. When I get to a new area, particularly one where I haven't flown before, obviously I want to get out my pre-flight checklist and really do a thorough inspection. Look up, look down, look all around, become familiar with the area. What's there that I might run into that's going to be a hazard? Are there telephone lines, telephone poles, high tension lines, hills, trees? How tall are the trees? You really want to become familiar with the area. You want to check your air map or Kitty Hawk or whatever to make sure that the area you're in is safe to fly. And a whole list of things here on my phone that I've created as a pre-flight checklist. So I'm going to get right to that, and then we'll set up the drone. Well, a little bit of cramped circumstances, but this way at least you don't have to be staring into the sun or having too much contrast between. So first we're going to bring out the drone and unfold it by bringing out the fronts slowly, not grabbing them and damaging them, and then the rear end here. We're going to check the battery power. All 4 lights are steady, so it is good to go there. And I'm going to set it aside for right now. I am going to take the gimbal out, gimbal cover, get the gimbal cover off, set that down, and then let's get out the controller. Put these joysticks in. I'm looking real seriously at getting a another kind of holder for when I'm out. You know, this one will be good for traveling when I flying and that kind of thing, but for going out all the time, it's nice to be able to leave those little joysticks in place. So all right, so that's in and on, and ready to go. So I'm going to set this over on the, I'm going to set the drone over on the helipads that I've set up so it keeps the dust out, and then we'll open up the app and get it going. Okay, time to get the app opened up. I've got the drone over there on the ground behind you. And where's my app? Right here. We've got to start the remote. We've got to do 2 things. We've got to start it, and we've got to connect the electricals. It's no good without the electricals connected. So got that plugged in there. And now we can hit connect aircraft. Telling me I got 63% power on my cell phone. That's what that 63 power. So we're going to set up the videos. We're going to do, I like to do 1080, and I like to do 60 frames per second. Then if I want to slow it down. A lot of people do 4K, and there's nothing wrong with that. I may experiment with that more, but for right now, I'm just going to use normal mode. This is getting it out here and test flying it here for the first time. So I have set it up to have the histogram. Over here on the left side, you see the histogram. And so let's get it up in the air and talk about it a little bit. So we've set all those things up. Now I'm going to just take it off the ground just enough Oh, I love the sound of that. Oh, that is so much better than the Air. And we're going to check again, make sure all of our settings are where we want them. And then let's start recording and see what happens when I hit this. And it starts recording. So let's just take it up a little bit and take a look around, see what we've got. Oh, we've got some nice swampland out there. Of course, I knew that. That's why I picked this area. I'm going to tilt that down just a little bit. The gimbal. I'm going to tilt the camera or the gimbal down, whatever you want to call it. Looking over here in my histogram, see where our lighting is. It is pretty bright out there. Now it's in auto mode now, and I usually won't fly it in auto mode, but I'm going to do it this time just because we're just getting started, getting fresh. There's somebody with a side-by-side behind us. You can probably hear the sound. That's all right, they're not hurting anything. So we'll just get out here, see what we've got in the area. I'm going to bring her down a little bit. Got awfully high. I like that arrow in the center showing where it is, which direction. Now as I turn myself, now I'm not turning the drone right now, I'm turning myself and see where that arrow moves in relationship to me. And now we'll turn the drone and see it come back towards home. There we go. So as you can see, I bring it down here, point it down a little further. It's telling you it's 185 feet from me. It's 112 feet in the air. It's going to show you also there's a map here. You can go to the map and it shows you where we are, and you can even, by touching it, you can switch out between the view and the map view, and by doing the finger pinch idea you can make that map bigger or smaller. So that's kind of a fun deal. Well, I don't want to take any more time than I already have, so you can get back to what you were doing. I do have a nice surprise at the end of this video if you watched along here, and so we'll give you that. But right now I'm going to bring her down. I'm going to bring the gimbal all the way down, and you can watch as I try to land it. Now the one thing somebody mentioned is as it lands, it will put the gimbal up automatically. See how close I can get to that, right on the edge. And the gimbal will go up so you won't be able to see it from what I've heard. Once it says it's landing. And down we go. Well, I missed the H a little bit, but I was also part of it on there too. So it's definitely all on the landing pad, so I'm happy with that. But that was an awesome first flight. I wish I hadn't had that interruption from that fellow, but I did, and I'll probably cut most of it out. But anyway, so that was the first flight with that out here in the Ogden Wilderness area. I'm loving it. I love the handling. I love the sound, the speed. I've got a lot more testing to do, and I will share that testing with you when I've done it. I've also any new equipment, like for example, if I do get a new bag for it where I don't have to put the joysticks away and things, I will put those away, or I'll talk about that, and I'll just keep you informed. So if you haven't already subscribed and you like my style, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button for me, and if you don't like it, hit the don't like twice. Also, hit that bell so that you get notified whenever there are new videos coming in. So until next time, this is Scott Law, the world's oldest blogger. Oh, one more thing I got to tell you, and that is down in the links I'm going to put a PDF for my pre-flight checklist. So look down in the links, and you can download the pre-flight checklist that I did. You can then take that and customize it for what you like and what you want to do, and enjoy that. And that's my little gift to you for hanging around clear to the end. So thanks again. Until next time, keep on keeping on.